Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And like, even though this video is just getting started, feel free to throw me a like because it's gonna be good. I mean, I think all my videos are great, but anyway, today is Friday. It's like almost 5 p.m. That's like kind of a stretch. It's like 4:30, but it's Friday, so it's officially the weekend to me. I mean, I still have maybe a little bit of work to do, but this is the first weekend of 2024. I feel like the first weekend in a while where I haven't had like a million things to do with like the holidays and all that stuff. So I'm really leaning into the weekend this weekend, like into the weekend vibe, I should say, this weekend. We're gonna do a little weekend vlog. I have like a few things planned, but nothing like too crazy, which I think will be nice. Tonight, I mean, it's gonna be like chill vibes, I think. How many times can I say vibes in like 1 minute? So I think what I'm gonna do tonight, like once I wrap up with work in a little bit, is I'm kind of glad though, like it's 4:30 and like it's sad, but like it's still a little bit of daylight out, and like that's kind of exciting. It means like we're slowly moving in the right direction of having longer days. Anyway, oh yeah, like look at all that light. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do today or tonight is, so my newest obsession and like greatest passion is buying records. I got a record player for Christmas, and like I have said this many times, like I truly am a shopaholic at heart. I've really cut back on a lot of shopping this year or in 2023, but like I now am addicted to buying records. But it feels like a collector's item, like I'm building a collection instead of just like buying random stuff. But I have only about 8 records in my collection so far, and I actually just signed up for like a record like subscription club, but like I need to go to a record store today because like I want something new to listen to. So I think I'm gonna go to 1 or 2 record stores. I think I'm gonna go to a couple that are in Lincoln Square, which I never go over to Lincoln Square. It's also like a cute little area, so like I'll probably do that. And then I think I'm gonna also like pick up something to eat, a little bit of takeout or something. So those are like maybe the 2 big things that'll happen tonight. Okay, and then tomorrow what I've like got on the docket is really not much. I'm going to see a movie in the afternoon, probably do a little bit of packing. I'm going out of town next weekend. Like I'm leaving on Friday morning, so I want to prep as much as I can this weekend while I have like the downtime. And then Sunday, even more chilling. And then I am going to like a happy hour. I don't know if you consider it a happy hour, it's on Sunday, but like getting drinks with some friends. So that's what we got going on for this weekend so far. And honestly, like this felt like a tough week coming back to work after having so many days off. But honestly, the week wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So I'm not as exhausted as I thought I would feel like by the end of the weekend. But at the same time, it was like kind of hard to get back into a routine. So I'm trying to like set myself up for a good week. Also a short week though next week. But okay, let me like wrap up some more things with work. And then I think next we'll hit up the record store. Oh, and look at little Rumi over here. She's also must have had a long week because she's sleeping so hard, as always. Okay, I'm back from my little adventure, and I have to say, like, overall, it was really successful and also fun. I just, like, love that was, like, a perfect Friday evening activity. Because, like, on Fridays, I feel like I'm always a little tired, but, like, I want to do I'm a little also, like, antsy. Just, like, want to, like, get rid of the week, if you will, like, and make it feel like the weekend. But, like, I don't have a lot of energy to be doing too much. So that record store was really cute. They didn't have a lot of, like, which was interesting, I mean, and also kind of nice. They didn't have a lot of, like, popular like pop albums. Like I didn't see any like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, like that kind of like Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know why those three names specifically just came to mind, but I didn't see any artists like that. Like it was, I mean, there was like Lizzo, and there were a lot of like popular rap and hip hop albums, but not, I feel like, in the pop genre, the pop girlies. The Barbie album was there though, but I did end up getting two albums. So I got, so this is, let's see if you can see it. So it's Jay-Z at Studio One. And what I think it is, so I actually had the Black Album in my hand first. I was like, I love the Black Album, and I've been wanting to get it on vinyl. I like have had my record player for 2 weeks, so I'm acting like I've been like searching for these things for a lifetime. But anyway, and the Black Album is actually like pretty easy, like readily available, like easy to find. So I had the Black Album in my hand, but I was like still flipping through like the like records they had, and then I stumbled across this and I was like, oh, what is this? And as I was reading the track list, I was like, this is the Black Album. And then I googled like Jay-Z at Studio One to see like what it was. So I was like, is this like a live session of it or something? And what it sounds like, this sounds really interesting, and it was only $20, so I got it. That it's basically like the Black Album, like most of the tracks over like laid over like reggae beats, which is very intriguing. And I might have already said this, but like I love the Black Album. Like that's for sure my favorite Jay-Z album. It's probably in my top 5 albums like of all time. It's so good. It truly is a body of work. And so I think this is like an interesting take on it. So I'm excited to listen to this. And then I also got the Jackson 5, like their debut album. And this was $14.99. So I was confused at first. It says Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5. Oh, and it's like an orange vinyl. Let's see if you can focus that. An orange vinyl, which I think is really cool. And I was like, oh, is this like a Diana Ross Jackson 5 like collab? But then I forgot that like, because I feel like, like back in the day, especially I feel like for Black artists, someone like that was like validated had to like present them as like, here they are. And that's like basically was like Diana Ross saying, here comes the Jackson 5. But it's got like, I love the Jackson 5. Like, and I feel like just listening to the Jackson 5 also just feels very like nostalgic, like childhood. So excited for that as well. And then I went to this really cute little cafe that was like around the corner to get some food. It was so cute in there. It was also like a bakery too, which I knew was gonna like be my downfall once I got there, but I tried to stay focused on what I wanted. I didn't go too off the rails. Oh, that's my dishwasher. I didn't go too off the rails in terms of like my options or my bakery options. So because I'm not sure if I said this before I started this vlog or before I did this whole adventure, but I have like basically this whole week I haven't spent any money, which I know a lot of times in January or just in general people try to do like no spend months is like a New Year's resolution. That's like not even something I attempt to do. That is not my ministry. I can't just say I'm not spending any money for the month, because when I get told I can't do something, then I'm like, well, no, now I'm gonna do it. So it only just like works against myself. So one of my goals for this week was just to not spend money on food. And I did that, and I also didn't really spend any other money at all, because food is literally what I spend all my money on. So I treated myself. So I got a little like quinoa salad. It's a little smaller than I thought, but it looks pretty good. And then I got a potato leek soup, a slice of carrot cake. And then while I was sitting there waiting, the person checking me out was like, oh, is that all? There's just those 3 things. And I said, you know what? I'm going to grab a cookie too. Because they had these like really cute and good looking cookies right by the register. So I grabbed one of those. Oh, and I also just like got a Sprite, because like when in Rome, like I may as well ball out. So, okay, I'm actually starving. I should take Rumi out really quick though. She was just like ringing the bell to go out. So maybe I'll take her out really quick, then come back, pick up my feet, and I want to decide what I'm going to watch. I thought about trying to watch that Gypsy Rose special, but I don't have cable. And like, this is when I get it, like feel like a boomer of like, let's just bring cable back, because it's like available on like 5 different streaming services, but like I don't have any of them. I don't really want to pay for them for this one thing. I thought about doing a free trial to watch it, but I'm like, that's too much work. So if I can figure it out tomorrow, fine. But I'm not going to stress myself out about it right now. And it's also like not a real problem. So I think instead I'm going to watch, I think I mentioned this a couple vlogs ago, but I've been rewatching Game of Thrones. and I am on the series finale episode right now. So it's the last episode I have to watch. And so I think I'm gonna watch that, and then I'll be done with the series again. And I know there's a lot of controversy, we'll say, about like the ending of Game of Thrones. I personally thought it was good, but like whatever, don't shoot me. I didn't read the book or anything, but I still thought it was pretty well done. Granted, I was not an OG like watcher. Like I started watching at like season 6, I think, and like binged them. So I wasn't along for the whole ride. But I thought it was still good. And on a rewatch, it is like some parts are a little like, okay, I see what people mean. But overall, I still feel like it's a good story, and honestly feels like still really relevant. So okay, there's Remy again, beckoning to go out. So let me go be a good dog mom. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's like late morning at this point. It's 11:30 a.m. I mean, I've been up since like 8, but I've just been very, very leisurely today. Or this morning, I woke up to like a very sunny, or not sunny, snowy like vibe outside, which I mean, I like the snow, and I mean, it was kind of like a little bit comforting because it hasn't really been snowing at all, and it's very much giving global boiling. And so at least I was like, okay, it's snowing, maybe the globe is not completely boiling, it's cooled just a teeny bit. But I mean, in comparison to like most winters, like this is like no snow at all, and just like it hasn't been very like cold. It's been like mild for winter in Chicago, which is always just like a little bit concerning. Anyway, it's snowing. It was like actually coming down when I was outside too. So it's just like a very cozy vibe, especially on a weekend. Anyway, I took Remy out on like a little walk. She loves the snow, but she does get cold really quickly, but she's just like shivering and like wants to play in it. I'm like, no girl, you're cold. We need to go inside. So I still haven't eaten breakfast. I did listen to that Jay-Z like mashup album that I bought yesterday. It's kind of a vibe. I really like it. It's like, I mean, it's pretty much like what you would think. I was rated as like a reggae. It's basically like the vocals from the Black Album with like reggae beats, you could say, like layered in. And it's cool. It's like a very interesting sound. The only song that's from like on the Black Album that is not on this album is What More Can I Say? And I do really like that song, but otherwise I think pretty much the whole album is on there, and it's like a cool vibe. Like I almost felt like I was like a DJ at like my own like patio bar, even though like it's literally snowing, and you know, like we're serving mixed like slushy like rum drinks. So I think this will be something I listen to pretty frequently, maybe in the summer. And other than that, I've been chilling hard. But I think what I'm about to do right now, and I should have probably done this before I wash my face, but oh well, you live and you learn. So I'm gonna do a quick workout because I did want to do a workout today, and I mean it's already noon, so I feel like if I don't do it now, I definitely won't do it. And so I was debating if I wanted to do a treadmill run or what I wanted to do, but I think I'm just gonna do like a 20-minute Peloton ride. So I might have mentioned this like a couple, like in my last vlog, but I'm running a half marathon in February. I am not in great, like I've run a marathon before, I've run half marathons. I wouldn't say I'm an avid runner, but like I'm like quote unquote athletic, I guess, or was. These days, not so much. And so I'm really trying to get back into a workout routine. I mean, I should have started training for this like a month ago, and I really didn't. So I am just like easing myself back into it. I have about, I think like 8 weeks or so. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. So all that to say, I did do a treadmill workout earlier this week one day. So I'm gonna do this workout today, probably a treadmill workout tomorrow, and then try to get into like starting on Monday, like my true half marathon training program. We'll see. Anyway. So I'm gonna do that workout and then shower, and I mean honestly by then it'll probably be like the afternoon, and I'm going to the movies at 4:30 or 4:40. So anyway, let me do this workout before the longer I talk about it and don't do it, I won't end up doing it. So let me just do it. so somehow it's 3:30 basically. This day is starting to fly by. I mean, I guess it's still early, but or early-ish, but I'm about to head out to the movies. Well, my movie is technically at 4:40, but I need to make one pit stop along the way, and then I'm going to see American Fiction. I don't remember if I said that at the beginning. So it's like starring Jeffrey Wright, Tracee Ellis Ross, Issa Rae, Sterling K. Brown, and I feel like there's someone I'm missing, but it looks really funny, so I'm excited to see it. But I'm seeing it at Alamo Drafthouse, which is my, like, I have a movie pass there. I'm like obsessed with that movie theater, and they encourage you to get there like 30 minutes before the movie starts because it's like full dining based, like you can like order whatever you want from their menu. And I have a gift card that I bought for myself, but I bought it a couple months ago, like when they were doing a sale. So I bought $100 worth of gift cards for $75, and I still have like, I think like $40 left on it. But so I want to get there like at least 20 minutes before the show starts to like get in my seat, get my food ordered and stuff. And it's not that far from where I live. It's like 10, 15 minutes away. So anyway, I'm about to go head out to do that. But like since I was last on, let's see. Oh, I worked out, did that 20-minute Peloton workout. I'm feeling the burn of that a little bit. And I mean, my Peloton was dusty. Like I literally had to dust it off. Like there was dust on the screen. Like that's how long it's been since I've used it. But I'm trying to like not let that be the case going forward. So I did that little workout, then stretched, cooled down, all of that. And then I made that smoothie after, mainly because I don't have any other breakfast food. And I hadn't eaten all day, I realized. So I was pretty famished. So I'm probably gonna eat like a pretty decent meal at this movie. And then showered, like redid, like actually did my whole skincare routine. Talked to my dad briefly on the phone, took Rumi on another walk. It's still snowing. And then just kind of like chilled for a minute. So I'm excited to go to the movies though. Like I go to the movies probably like once a week. I'm actually gonna be starting a new series on my channel. Like I'm gonna do basically like my monthly favorites and including like my favorite movie of the month. So you usually see at least 2 movies in theaters. Sometimes 3 or 4 if I'm feeling like, if I have the time. Okay, anyway, let me get ready to head out and head to the movies. Good morning. It's officially the last day of the weekend. It's Sunday. It's like 10:30. I've been up for a little bit. I mean, I slept in, well, like for me, slept in until I think it was like 8:30, maybe even 8:45. And then Rumi actually woke up at the same time as me, which usually she sleeps a little later. And so I took her out and we went on not a long walk in distance, but she was really dragging her feet. So I feel like we were outside for a while. And then she's now lounging on the couch, which like, and like literally sleeping again. It's like, what a great life. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on because I look a little scary. And by lip gloss, I literally mean Vaseline. My lips just like look a little dry, as does the rest of my skin. But anyway, and then I kind of have just been like literally sitting on the couch. I was watching a couple of vlogs. So I'm going to New Orleans next weekend, but like on Friday. So in like 5 days, I'm trying to get some ideas of like other things to do. So, and now I've watched, I feel like the amount on so many vlogs that they're just all doing the same thing. So I think I've done enough research, but that's kind of what I was doing for like an hour. And now I'm about to make some breakfast. And I thought I didn't have any breakfast food, but I just found some English muffins in my fridge that I bought not that long ago. I just didn't, like a week ago, I just forgot that they were in there because they were kind of in like in a hidden drawer. So I think I'm gonna make like a little, I think I'm gonna make an egg sandwich. And then I just did an order for some stuff I need to pick up from Target, like a couple little like grocery and like home items, like basics. And so I'll pick that up in a couple hours when it's ready. But otherwise, let's see, like since I was last on, it was like yesterday before I went to the movies. So that movie American Fiction was really good. I mean, the cast was really good. So it was Jeffrey Wright. Oh yeah, I already said this the other day or yesterday. And the one person I was forgetting about was Erica Alexander. I don't know how I was forgetting about Maxine Shaw, Attorney at Law. I forgot that she was in it too. And so it was just like the cast was really good. Like all of those people are really good actors. And then the mom, I feel like she's in another movie I've seen recently too, and like I couldn't place her. Like Jeffrey Wright and like Tracee Ellis Ross and Sterling K. Brown, they're siblings, and then this woman is their mom. And it was honestly kind of cool to see like Erica Alexander, Tracee Ellis Ross, and Issa Rae all in the same movie, although they were never really in any scenes together. Like they didn't interact with each other. And because none of them were like super main characters, kind of more like I guess supporting characters. Like Jeffrey Wright was probably the only main character, and because they're all just like iconic characters, like female characters in TV, like Maxine Shaw, Attorney at Law from Living Single, which I recently was like doing a rewatch of Living Single, and I forgot how good that show was. Like it's been so long since I watched it, and now I see why Friends ripped it off, because it was a really good show. And even though I haven't really watched Friends that much because it's like basically the same show, but not. And then Tracee Ellis Ross from Girlfriends, which Girlfriends does not age well. It does not stand the test of time. I loved Girlfriends though, like was it probably 2000s when that came out? Maybe the 90s, like late 90s. I loved Girlfriends. It was such a good show. But when I've recently rewatched it, it's like, it doesn't stand the test of time just because it's very like, it's a little too male centered. Like in terms of like all the actions that they're doing are like centered around men. But it still is such a good show. And then obviously Issa Rae from Insecure as Issa, and Insecure, like those are just like such good shows, especially like good, like really, and I feel like all of those shows they're very black centered shows because it's all black characters. But it's not like a show about being black, if that makes sense, which is kind of like what this movie was basically about. And how like basically the movie, pretty much the gist of it is like black people are not a monolith, which again, I feel like all three of those shows are very good examples of black people are not a monolith, but in media, a lot of times they are portrayed as that. So I just thought it was a really good movie, really well done. So I saw that, had a little pizza, I had a little pizza to eat there, and I think like a dry rosé cider, so kind of like a draft rosé. And then I stopped by Insomnia Cookie on my way. It's like one door down from the movie theater and like on my way back to the train. And I got a couple cookies. One of them, I got like a deluxe cookie. I thought deluxe just meant like, I don't know, more delicious, more toppings. It just meant size. Like it was huge. I didn't realize that until I like got home. Like the cookie was about like this big. And then I got 2 small cookies too. So I've only eaten one of them since I got back. I just like get carried away. I feel like at sweets and bakery places where I feel like I need multiple things and then I like only eat one. I'm sure I'll eat these by the end of the day today. And then I came home and basically like chilled for the rest of the night. And then I went to bed kind of early at like 10 and then woke up at like 8. So I got or maybe I went to bed by like 11. I got a really good amount of sleep. I'm feeling really recharged by this weekend. And this is a weekend, which I feel like hasn't happened in a while, where it doesn't, like the weekends keep feeling like they're like 5 seconds long and like over so quickly. This feels like a very appropriately paced weekend, which I like. So today, the main things I need to do are, I want to pack basically like for my trip this weekend, which I already have my packing list of stuff I want to pack. So it shouldn't be that hard. And I'm only going to be there for like 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, half day on Monday. So 3.5 days. So it won't be that hard to pack. I want to do that. And then that's actually like the main thing that I need to do today. There's one other thing I kind of would like might do if I have the time and feel like it, but I probably won't do it. And then I'm going later this evening at like 5 out for like drinks again with some people that I've never met before, but still in that same like meetup group that I mentioned from my New Year's Eve vlog. And I'll also like that I went on like to a Christmas pop-up bar with like in December too. It's been different people for each one of these meetups, but it's been really fun. So I'm doing like that later today, and then that's like really it for the weekend. I'm feeling like this is a good weekend. So okay, let me make a little breakfast and then figure out what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so somehow the day has flown by. It's the last day of the weekend. I feel like always does this. So it's 3:01 p.m. I mean, when I was last on, it was what, 10:30. And I mean, I still don't have any makeup on, as you can see, but in that time, I feel like, what did I do? Lounged a lot. I did like like a call for this like volunteer, or for like a group I volunteer with. I did the dishes. Oh, I made breakfast, and I did start packing. So I laid out all my stuff on my bed, and I'm gonna try on. There's like two things I'm gonna try on. Do a quick try on of, because they're outfits like I've never worn these things together in my mind. I think they like might work. But I want to try them on before I actually pack them. But otherwise, like, I have everything else like laid out except for like toiletries, that kind of stuff. And I'm debating if I want to like roll this all up into my packing cubes now, or if I just like will do that on Thursday night, which I might just do it on Thursday night, as long as I like have everything laid out. Then that's like, it's easy to do the like physical packing part. It's just like the organization that is like the most, I feel like, time intensive part. So let's do this. Like, let's try these couple of outfits on really quickly and see if they are gonna be a go or a no. And I think even if they are a no, like, they're just kind of like, because we don't have a ton of plans. I think I said like what my trip is that I'm going on this week. I'm just going to New Orleans with my mom and one of my sisters, and we don't have a ton of plans. And New Orleans is like, I feel like a casual-ish city based on like the things I've been seeing, but I have a couple of like outfits, like maybe like, I think they're all like nighttime. Oh no, one's like a daytime outfit that I think just could like work if I needed to. So okay, I'm gonna stop talking and try these on. Okay, so this is like a potential daytime outfit, and this actually does, I thought that, I mean, it's pretty easy, so I figured it would look decent, but it does work. So I think I'm gonna wear it plain. Like, this is a top to a two-piece set. I love this two-piece set, by the way. And it's really comfy, but also like looks kind of like nice. So if I wanted to keep it on after, it would be fine. But also if I just wanted to change and put this is just like a tank dress, like a midi tank dress on, then like this would work really easily. And I could still just keep this same top on. So it's like a dual use outfit, I guess you could say. And then I probably would just wear like these sneakers, because these are the sneakers that I'm gonna wear on the train. Like, if you saw I think I showed these, when I wore these to, like, when I went to New York last year, and I did like a lot of walking around, and so I bought these to wear in Europe, but then I wore them in New York to like break them in. And these are Cole Haan sneakers, and I feel like they look really nice and cute, but they're very basic, and they're also very comfy. Like, almost feel like they have like some kind of insole in them. So I'd probably just wear these sneakers with it, because I think it's gonna be like warmer than it is here, but not like hot. Like, I think it's only gonna be like high 60s. So I think this will work. And even if I don't wear it, I'm gonna be wearing this on the plane anyway, so it's not like I'm like wasting space with it. So this works. Let's try on. I think I just have two more potential things to try on. Okay, so this looks very basic. I mean, it's these like black trousers that I've been wearing all the time. I actually just wore these on New Year's Eve. And then this black tank that's from Aritzia. It's like a ribbed kind of texture. And these pants are from Old Navy, by the way. But I feel like it's a little bit too long. Like, I wish it was slightly cropped so that it hit like here. But I think it's just like a basic black on black. But was thinking, and this would probably be like for evening time, maybe wear it with this jacket. Ooh, yeah, and maybe like these mules that I actually also wore on New Year's Eve. So they're like really comfortable, but I feel like kind of cute too. Or I could, and so, okay, so this is like kind of what I pictured wearing this with, and then maybe I'm only gonna bring two bags. I'm gonna bring this little cute Coach bag that I just got for Christmas. So it's kind of the neutral, I feel like it goes with everything, but also a little bit of a pop of color. And then the other bag is like still up in my closet, but it's just like an MZ Wallace crossbody bag that I use all the time. But as I was going to pull out my jean jacket from my closet, I forgot that I have this black bomber that I have not worn yet. I bought it to wear. I bought it when I went to Europe, then I ended up not even wearing it. It's just from Old Navy, so it's not super expensive. But let me see how that looks. So, I mean, this is like a lot of different blacks. and I almost look like I'm on Greece maybe. So maybe with like a different tank. I do have a bunch of solid tanks. This could actually kind of work, but I don't know. I actually don't really like this shiny black with these other blacks. Like this black is starting to look more blue. And I actually have another, hold on, I have another leather. I'm using leather in quotes for all these things. Faux leather button up. Let's see how that looks. Okay, this is kind of giving the same, oh, I don't know, I kind of like this. But it's kind of giving the same vibe as that leather, faux leather bomber. So maybe I will stick with the silver jacket unless I find a different top that I like. But I do also have a jean jacket now. I'm not bringing all these jackets. I'm going to bring just one of these faux leather ones. And then the jean jacket I'm going to wear on the plane. So I'll have that regardless. And this is kind of fun for like a casual. Oh, this actually is kind of cute casual. Like it could still be like evening, but like a little bit more casual. And I could wear then. I have these flats, so they still have I just got these. I haven't worn them yet. These are like Steve Madden Chanel dupes, Chanel Ballet flat dupes, but they would actually look kind of cute with this. So, okay, I think I'm gonna bring the silver jacket for something else anyway. So I'll probably still bring that, and I won't bring either of those faux leather like tops, I don't think. But I actually have one more thing I'm gonna try on, and I think I was intending on wearing that faux leather button up with one of them. So let's see. Okay, so I mean, this bun is leaning more and more every time I change my clothes, but this is the last thing I'm gonna try on. So these pants are actually the same style pants as like were with that brown button up that I had on, but I lost the top to this. I'm so sad because I loved this pink set. I literally lost it running down the street after a cab because I was running late to the airport and I was crazed. And I didn't realize that I lost it until like 5 minutes later. So sadly that's gone, but I still have the bottoms because I was physically wearing them. And I think this could be like a good daytime, but I think one of the days might be a little bit cooler during the day. So probably with this jean jacket. Oh yeah, this is like kind of fun. Also like, we'll have like jewelry and stuff too. And then probably again, these same sneakers. So, okay, I like this. I think I will bring this. And again, these are like light and easy things that will like not take up much space even if I don't end up wearing them. And it might seem like I'm thinking too much about like putting these like outfits together, but I like to pack like this. I started doing this last year and it's been really helpful, especially if because I'm only bringing a carry-on. And so it's been helping me like actually wear the clothes that I bring on my trips with me. And since like these are all pretty much basics, like everything is a solid, and like what's interesting about them are all the like different textures and everything, so it doesn't seem like basic and boring. Even that like black on black look, like I rarely ever wear black head to toe, but at least like that black top has like some ribbing on it, so it's not just like solid black. But all these pieces easily like mix and match together. But it's helpful, like I said, for like packing and like packing efficiently. And it just like makes packing easier. And so like I'm only gonna so I'm gonna wear, like I said, these shoes on the plane and then pack those flats and those mules and then pack all the like some of these clothes I talked about plus some other things too. So I think I am basically done packing. I did decide I am just gonna leave everything out and then physically pack it on Thursday, because I remembered there's like the jeans I'm gonna wear tonight, I actually want to pack too, and then there's something else, so I want to wash them, and there's something else that's in my dirty clothes. Actually, those black pants that I just had on, those black trousers, those are dirty and I need to wash them. So I will physically like pack everything on Thursday, but I'll organize it all right now. And I already pulled out like my packing cubes and stuff, and then I'll just need to pack up my toiletries. That'll be easy. Maybe I will pack a few things in my carry-on, just like the random stuff that I know I won't need for the next couple days, just because I'm trying to make it as easy on myself as possible. And one other thing I want to do today too is prep I have a house sitter coming on Friday, and so I want to prep, like, it's from Trusted House Sitters, and they have this like welcome guide. And I mean, I have it from like my past sitters, but there's a couple things I think I want to update and make sure that's all good to go, and try to get like roomy all set up. Because I just always feel like leaving on a Friday, like sometimes I feel like I just get caught up in the week, and then suddenly it's Friday and I'm like not prepared, and then up so late the night before, and my flight's at 8 a.m. so I have to get up at 6. We're leave by 6, so get up pretty early. So I'm just like, again, trying to set myself up for success. But anyway, we're done with that, and that didn't take nearly as long as I thought. So I need to leave in about like a little over an hour from now to go to that like happy hour thing I was talking about. So I do want to like refresh my hair because it's looking a little frizzy. So I think I'm gonna do that actually right now. Just like re-wet it, put some like curl product back into it, and then diffuse it, which shouldn't take more than I think like 20 minutes. And I'll need to throw on some makeup too. So I'm gonna just start doing those things now because I'll probably have to take Rumi out before I leave. Although she's been sleeping on the couch all day long. Let me start doing that. All right, so as usual, I'm about 1 second away from running late. Well, that's running late if I want to take the train, which I did, but like I don't think it's, yeah, it's 4:33. It takes like 28 minutes to get there on the train. I didn't even check the time. I mean, I live like 1 block from the train, but I'm probably just gonna have to Uber. It's like a 15-minute Uber. But for a quick outfit check. Also, isn't it crazy, just like, my room's a little messy, like don't look behind me, but what like a little bit of water can do for your hair, because it was struggling. But okay, quick outfit check before I walk out the door. Okay, so these are jeans I bought from Old Navy that I actually haven't worn yet, but I do really like them. This cropped sweater suddenly, or this cardigan suddenly looks weird. It's not supposed to be that cropped, so I'm gonna adjust it. And then a bodysuit from Old Navy, this Aritzia sweater, and I think I'm just gonna throw on, ooh, these combat boots. Okay, that looks like a little bit better. I tried the like viral button, or like the button hack, that I've done this before, but I haven't worn this sweater in so long that I feel like it looks a little weird. But whatever, we're gonna go with it. Okay, I have to leave now.
Take the chair away. Really?
All right, so I'm back home. That was honestly like a really fun dinner. I mean, we were there for like 2 hours, or maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So Luxbar was really cute. I'd never been there before. It's in Gold Coast, or yeah, I guess it was in Gold Coast. I don't really go to Gold Coast very often, to be honest. But like the drinks were good, the food was good, the vibe was good. Those girls were okay, I should say women, because like we all are in our 30s, but they were all like really cool, and like I feel like it was a good balance. Like, I'm naturally a talkative person, as you can probably tell from this YouTube channel. And then the one other girl, Michelle, was like very outgoing, and so was one other girl. And then I feel like the two other girls were a little quieter. So it was like a good balance, because like it could bring, you know, like everyone balance each other out well, I feel like. But we are all going to trivia night in a couple of weeks. So I feel like I made some new friends. So that was really fun. And then I just got home. Oh, look at a cute little roomie. Like a few minutes ago, I actually was like worried about Remy, because before I left, she had literally been sleeping since we went out at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock this morning, and like hadn't moved from the couch. She still hasn't eaten any of her food. And even when I was like putting my shoes on to leave, like she didn't move or get up. And usually she at least tries, like comes to the door. So I was worried about her, but it seems like she's okay. Maybe she's just having like a self-care day. But I'm gonna turn this music off. These are like the jams that I play for me in the background while I'm gone. But all in all, it was a good evening. I mean, I'm sad now, so it's 8 o'clock. I feel like the weekend is like truly coming to an end. I'm realizing though I did not work out today, which was originally on my to-do list, but I guess I ran out of time. Oh shoot. And I meant to go to Target on my way. Oh, but I didn't take the train back. I was planning on taking the train back. I Ubered again. Oh, which I'll do a quick story about that. But I meant to go pick up my order from Target. So I'll try to go. I think they close at 11. So I'll try to go tonight still. But I took an Uber there because I was like running a little late, as I said. And then it was so fast. It was like less than 15 minutes. So I was like, oh, I'm probably going to take this back too. And so I did request an Uber. I was waiting on it. And okay, I don't know if anyone else that takes Uber often, like now that Uber Pool is back for Uber, like it always asks me if I want to take an Uber Pool. And usually it's like a $1 difference. So like, no, I don't want to take an Uber Pool. But I must have accidentally clicked it because I did see, I was like doing something. This is like a boomer moment. I was like doing something on my phone right after I requested the Uber. And then I think I accidentally hit something and I did see it say like, okay, your request was received. And then I looked and it was like 5 minutes for my ride to arrive. And which honestly kind of seemed like a while. But then like when I went to go get in the car, there was someone in there and I was like, oh, sorry. And they were like, oh no, it's okay, get in. Oh, this girl also was drunk. Like it's again, 7:45 p.m. on a Sunday. She was like leaning over. And then I asked the Uber, I was like, is this for Brittany? And he was like, yeah. So I just got in. And then I could like see my address on the thing. So I was like, okay, this is definitely my ride. And then I was like, did I request an Uber Pool? And I looked at the thing and I had, because the price had gone down by $3. Like from what it was originally $13 and was now 10. So I was like, oh, I guess I did an Uber Pool. And I didn't even realize that I did. And like, if you're not familiar with Uber Pool, it's kind of like sharing a cab. Basically like Uber just like matches people up along your route. And like back in the day, like in the 2015-16 era, when Uber Pool first started, I used to always use Uber Pool. And it was kind of fun because you would just like meet random people. Like sometimes there'd be like somebody with their dog in there. Like one time there was like I was in like a SUV and there were like 5 of us in there and the driver, and like it would be like a fun vibe. I wasn't expecting it, so it was weird. And again, this girl was like kind of drunk, and granted we were in like a small size SUV, so like we had a decent amount of space in between us. But I accidentally took an Uber pool home, and again, it was a really short ride, and I don't know where she was going because like I got out before her. But I took an Uber pool on accident. So anyway, all that to say, I'm back home now. I think I'm basically gonna end the vlog here because for the rest, basically what I'm gonna do from like the rest of the night is like get ready for bed, like do my skincare routine, do my nighttime routine, and close out the weekend. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this vlog, which I hope that you have, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, see more of my content to come soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.